In this video, we're going to cover a few techniques for creating professional sounding audio for your video. An audio track can make or break a video. A viewer can overlook less than ideal video quality if the audio track is clear, but not the other way around. A bad audio track can make even the most pristine, professionally shot footage unwatchable. The quality of your audio is extremely important, particularly in digital video storytelling. Sound elements like voiceover narration and on-camera interview sync sound carry so much story information. Sound post-production is where we optimize and polish the audio in our video. Sound post-production involves a few key steps. The first is to clean your audio tracks. That means removing background noise, clicks, pops, and other sound artifacts from your voiceover narration recording, interview sync sound, and B-roll sound. This is also the step where you smooth out any distracting audio cuts created during video editing. For example, edits between interview clips. And that's where that room tone you hopefully recorded during the on-camera interview comes in. You can use room tone to fill in distracting gaps in interview tracks, or use it to help smooth audio transitions between scenes. Once your audio tracks are cleaned, you can add additional sound elements to your video, like music and sound effects. Here are 4 tips for selecting and using music in your video. Make sure the music you use is royalty-free or copyright clear. You don't want a music publisher coming to you with a copyright claim. There are a number of high-quality, affordable, royalty-free music services online. Make sure the music fits your content. Now, this is very subjective, but overall, you want the feel of your music to match the feel of your story or individual sequence. Be intentional with your choice. Avoid distracting music. A track on its own may be exactly what you're looking for, but when you play it against the other audio tracks in your video, it may distract from the storytelling. Find music tracks that play nicely in the background. Good background tracks tend to be instrumental with very simple arrangements. Edit your music tracks. Don't be afraid to edit your music. Sometimes you need to repeat a part of a track to cover a sequence in your story, or you want to use the hard ending of a track as a punctuation rather than fading out the music. Edit your music to taste. Just make sure your edits aren't too noticeable or distracting. Sound effects are another audio element that can really enhance the audio track of your video. Like music, there are a number of quality, affordable, royalty-free sound effects libraries online. In most cases, you'll be using sound effects to enhance B-roll footage by filling in missing or faint sync sound. Sound effects can also be used as a transition effect. However, when it comes to using sound effects in your video, you really need to have a light touch. Sound effects can easily become distracting and cartoony. The final stage of audio post-production is the mix. This is where we balance the levels of all the different sounds in our audio tracks. Sound design is a complex, extremely subjective craft that relies a lot on experience and feel. That said, here are a few key techniques to help you create a pleasing audio mix. Set a peak level for your audio mix and mix everything to that level so your audio is consistent. The peak level of your mix will be dependent on your final delivery platform. For example, television stations have their own stringent audio requirements for peak levels and loudness settings. If you're delivering online, you generally want your mix to peak at the highest level without hitting 0 dB. This mix level will ensure your audio track has a full sound whether being played on a television or a small handheld device. Set voiceover narration and on-camera interview sync sound levels to near peak level, then mix everything else around them. Voices take priority in the mix because they tend to carry the majority of information in your story. Adjust the background music level so that it's not fighting with voices. This is a process known as ducking. You duck the music level under the voice level. Then when the voice is finished, you raise the music level back up again. Overall, what you want to do in your mix is subtly dial sound elements up and down depending on what you want to emphasize in your story. Don't cut corners with your audio. Take the time to build a solid audio mix. You'll be surprised how much production value a good audio mix adds to your video.